We're gonna rock the sifter right here for a minute in this little pocket. I like the way this bank looks. Anything that might have fell out over there could have trickled down this little ridge and accumulated right here maybe. We'll see what comes up out of the bottom. We never did find anything. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go clean this cut up I got. I don't like bleeding in this nasty water. Too many brain amoeba articles you read out. We might pick a new spot, but I'm gonna move upstream probably when we come back. Hopefully we'll find something there. All right, I got bandaged up. Threw some Neosporin on that waterproof Band-Aid. Maybe I won't get a brain amoeba now, but I moved a little bit closer to the bank. I think I was too far off over there. Got our first artifact, little pottery shard. I'm shoveling out right here a lot closer to the bank. I got a better feeling about this. I might have been too far out there in the middle of the water. This is what I got out of there so far. 4 different pottery chips. About each basket I'd get a chip out of there. Digging this log as a catch. Look at this. I think I got the pottery bowl leg sticking out of the shovel that was about to go into the sifter. Didn't make it before I spotted it. Let me set these down. Check that out, that's awesome. Yep, that's what that is. That's the nipple off a pottery bowl leg. Now I'm thinking if the whole bowl may be down in there and I'm just breaking it up as we dig. I've got a few of these before. That's really cool. That's the base little leg off of one. Might have one possible artifact right here. Let's see, it looks like it might be a little piece of a core that's been napped off. It's a big flake for sure. I had to take a break and go get the reinforcements over here. I got Sarah with me. It's probably just a big flake off one. But you could hear that sound. That sound right there, I knew something was in the basket. Still getting more pottery in there. I had to go refuel the tank with First Form. Those are my favorite, the blue raspberry. Got some hydration in there too with a 200 milligram of caffeine. But I also got the wife with me for some extra support. My backs give out, but piece of pottery in there. Right there. See it? But I hear something else though too. You hear it sounds like glass. It's probably that. It's probably that right there. Yeah, hear it. I thought that'd be an artifact, just that thin piece. Another piece of pottery. I never found this much pottery just sifting in one spot together like that.
The things he does for artifacts.
We got a hitchhiker with us. I don't know what kind of bug that is. You gonna eat it, Sarah? I think you'll bite. All right, we got something cool showing on this pottery piece. See it? I don't know if that's a piece of Swift Creek culture, which has the spirals, but to me that looks like just an eyeball effigy carved into the pottery, because it's just 2 circles, like an eye and the pupil on it. It could have been a face carved into the pottery bowl. You see another circle here. Could just be the basic Swift Creek culture. What I thought was going to be a big slab of pottery looks like to be a cow jawbone. Need the teeth on it. Maybe it's a cow, I don't know. It's big though, isn't it? Maybe a horse. You never know what you're gonna find in the creek. Check this out, I'm walking to a new spot from the sister. We got one laid up on the rock bed. We'll see if the nose is there or not. Nope, couldn't get lucky with that one. That'd been a nice little arrow point. That one's been in the water for a while. It's round, smoothed off from the water erosion. No sifter find, but it's still gonna go home with us. Well, our sifting video is almost turned into a walking video, but check this out. Another big piece of a bowl came up out of here. Flipped it up with a machete. Oh, break it again. That's the top edge, rolled out. We still got a lot of good treasures on this adventure. We picked up a little hitchhiker. Broke.
What did you find?
A real one. See, the tip broke. God, that's a good one. We didn't find nothing sifted, but we found the best stuff walking. I don't even know what kind of base that is. That thing is bad. See it? Let me move it. That fell out of the rain. Oh, look at that. What? I don't even know what kind of base that is. Damn. You imagine if that tip was there?
A long one.
God, I ain't never found one long like that and that thin. Damn, I wish that would have been in the sifter of hell. Dang, that's a heartbreaker. Look at that. It's like a corner. I don't even know what you call that. That's a wide base with like a little bit of a corner notch to it. Damn. I'd pay to have that tip on this one.
Still pretty good.
Look how thin that is. Oh, man. That dude knew what he was doing making that point. How thin and that length. What is that? Y'all drop a comment. I don't even know what. I've never seen a base, I don't think, like that out here. That wide and the corners. I have no clue what to call that. That's the biggest heartbreaker I've ever found. No doubt. Yeah, we ain't gonna find the tip of that, I don't think. Man. All right, so this is everything we picked up out of the sifter this past week. I'd say we threw about 8-9 hours at it. A bunch of that broken stuff was in one spot. I'm assuming that's just one big shard broken up into small ones. A lot of the patterns are the same. Down here's the better stuff that we found. I'm still debating on this. This looks like maybe a core sample from the middle piece that was left over. They might have used that as a small hand tool for a minute. Maybe. I think that's just kind of like a blank. The pot nipple was really cool. We got a few of those show up. Those are a little more scarce because there's only probably 3 or 4 pot leg nipples on the bottom of a base of a jar or a pot. We found that stem point walking right there. So we was in some middle archaic. Up there's the joy. Pride and joy of the find. That's a big lip of a bowl. Looks like Cartersville check stamp pattern maybe up here at the top. Top lips, those are always cool to find, just like the nipples. Old plate, find a bunch of that stuff a lot. But that right there is killer. That's the biggest heartbreaker I've ever found. Look how thin that is. I think that's flint. I think this is called a buzzard roost, which is about 3000 BC. It's a little more northwest from our area here in North Georgia, but I still think that's what that could be. Looking on the line a lot. Look at that base. Yeah, that is a huge heartbreaker right there. If it would have had the tip, I think it would have went all the way to right there. I'm still throwing that in the shadow box. That's a master chief right there. He knew what he was doing working that piece. I'd call him the tribal leader. Yeah, that'd probably been on a big shaft of a spear. I'd say that'd be like a hand spear point because I don't think they would have been shooting this off no bow being that large. Maybe spear fishing with it. But that is a killer find right there. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, hanging out with us below the banks. Check out the description. I got the link to that energy drink thrown in there too as well. But stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more discoveries come up. It might be hard to top this for a while, but we're going to stick hard at it.